Hello there trainers, I'm Birdman. And the guy sitting on top of me is my partner Burn. And as for today's video, I'm featuring Zapdos. And after a lot of time, I finally managed to hit expert. Yeah, it involved a lot of head breaking during Go Battle Day. And my plan for this channel is actually trying out as many new Pokemons and spice picks as possible. So if you have any recommendations or some Pokemon you want me to try, can definitely try it out. Yeah. As for today's video, Zapdos, I think it's really great for this meta. It's an electric type first of all, so for this meta you have a lot of Mantines, so it can definitely help. But you have to watch out for carbing since it can just farm you down with fast moves. That's all about Zapdos. And for moveset, I'm using Drill Peck and Thunderbolt. Both are great, both offer good coverage, but reaching up to Thunderbolt can be difficult since it's so frail and all. Yeah, for that reason I'm using Gligar at the lead and Ferrothorn at the switch. Both are really tanky, and Ferrothorn I'm using Mirror Shot on it. Since I'm using it on switch, I think it's better to have a spammy move on it and grab shields from my opponent. Yeah, and just a reminder, if you have any Pokemon that you want me to try, do comment down in the video. I'll definitely give it a try. In the battle 1 itself, we had a bad lead. They had Mantine, so I had to immediately switch in Ferrothorn. So they had Berserker, and it was able to take out my Ferrothorn, but I was able to chunk down a lot of health of it. So afterwards I switched in Gligar. So now we are at a matchup where it's Zapdos versus Ferrothorn. This is a good matchup for me. So here let's see whether we shield it or not. Yeah, we do shield it. Ferrothorn has a Thunder, and at this range it will definitely kill the Zapdos since it's so frail. Yeah, but he's not going to outspeed me with charged move, since Thunder Shock is a great move on Zapdos. Yeah, and it was able to land on the Ferrothorn. And my opponent comes back with Mantine, so Aerial Ace is not going to take me out at this range, so I don't need to. I do shield it here since they might have a Water Pulse. So it wasn't a Water Pulse, so let's see whether this is a Water Pulse or not. If it's a Water Pulse, then it's GG's to my opponent, but okay, yeah. So this wasn't a Water Pulse, and I get to a Drill Peck anyway, so I think at this range this is enough for the Mantine. And no, oh, they had a shield, I didn't see that. Yeah, but I'll definitely get to another Drill Peck before them. Yeah, we get it simultaneously, and this is enough for the Mantine. So yeah, good game, GG's to opponent. So you could see that I had a bad lead and I was able to come back for this particular game. So for the next game, let's see what's the lead. We had a lag little, and yeah, it's Magnezone, Magnezone. So for this match we have Magnezone at the lead, and it's kind of good for me. And my opponent gets to Wild Charge. I don't need to shield this one, and my opponent switches in with Mandibus. This is kind of a bad matchup for me, despite Zapdos being an electric type. It does take in a lot of damage, so I need to shield anything that comes from it. Okay, so yeah, I tried to get to 2 Thunderbolts, and hopefully my opponent doesn't shield it. If he does shield it, then my opponent wins this particular matchup. Let's see whether my opponent shields it or not. And he doesn't. Yeah, good for me. And okay, and he comes back with the Magnezone. So even if my opponent doesn't shield it, Thunderbolt is going to do a ton. Let's see. And damn, that does a lot. Okay, I don't think that he's able to farm it down here. Okay, he does throw in a move. I think it's Magnet Shot. Mirror Shot. Okay, now we can come back with Gligar and farm him down. We still don't know what he has at the back. Hopefully it's weak to my Ferrothorn. Okay, it doesn't throw in a move. I can throw in Aerial Ace at this point. Let's see whether he shields it. And my opponent does shield it. I think he has something weak to my Gligar, and it's a Cresselia. Okay, so at this point, Ferrothorn completely walls the Cresselia. So this is definitely a great matchup for me. Yeah, I don't think there's any play for my opponent to come out of this situation. So yeah, GG's to my opponent. Let's head on to the next battle. So let's see what lead do we get here. And it's we had a ton of lag at this game, so we couldn't see what my opponent had at the lead, and he charged up a lot of energy. Hopefully we get to one Aerial Ace. Damn man, this game lags a lot for me. I guess it's because it's raining and all. And hopefully it doesn't. Okay, I get to the Aerial Ace, thankfully. So my plan is to, I guess, switch into Zapdos and farm in as much energy as possible, and hopefully whatever he has at the back is weak to my Ferrothorn. So I come back with Zapdos, and yeah, I try to farm him down completely at this point. So I need a lot of energy for whatever he has at the back. And I'm not going to shield it. I know that it's going to be aerialist since he didn't charge up a lot. Okay, it's an aerialist, but it still does a lot on me. And I think, yeah, I did a mistake here. I should have thrown that drill peck, and now I have to spend a shield. Okay, this is really bad for me. Now I'm down a shield, also down a Pokemon. Yeah, I farm up as much as possible, and I have to throw this drill peck. He's definitely getting to the next aerialist. And yeah, it's enough. He doesn't shield it, and he has a Ninetales. I throw in this drill peck, and still we get this lag, man. Okay. So I get this drill peck, and I think he'll definitely shield this one because it's Shadow Ninetales. Yeah, he'll shield this one, and I have a Ferrothorn. It's a really dominant matchup for me. So thank God I had Mirror Shot in this matchup. So this is definitely going to do a lot of damage on the Ninetales, and he doesn't shield it. So I'm farming down a lot of energy so that I can do well with whatever he has at the back. And he throws in a move, and I have to definitely shield this one. Okay, so he has an Empoleon in the back, so there's still hope for this game. And I try to bait my opponent Empoleon. So let's see whether my opponent gets baited for this move. Oh yeah, we get a shield. This is huge. So we still have a chance here. My opponent gets to a drill peck, and this will do a lot on me since since the opponent's Empoleon is a shadow. And I throw this power whip. This will definitely do a lot of damage on an Empoleon since it's a shadow. After this, I think I have to switch into Zapdos. Hopefully I get a drill peck, and okay, it's a simultaneous KO. But oh yes, finally, nice. Okay, we get to the mirror shot and we beat the opponent. Man, this game was really intense. Yeah, we had a lot of lag at the beginning, but still we were able to get back into the game. So GG's to my opponent. So let's head on to the next battle. And let's see what do we have here. And at the lead we have a great lead. That's an Annihilate. So my opponent switches into Gligar. I think I did a mistake here. I should have switched into Zapdos. Yeah, I should have switched into Zapdos since Zapdos has a good matchup, but so let's see what do we do here. Yeah, we switch into Ferrothorn. This is definitely not looking good for me since it takes a lot of time to reach Power Whip, and Mirror Shot doesn't do enough. So yeah, my opponent gets to Aerial Ace. And oh, it's a dig, and it does a ton of damage on me. So the next Aerial Ace is would be enough for my Ferrothorn. So I throw this Power Whip away. And let's see whether my opponent shields it or not. And my opponent doesn't shield it. Okay, so my opponent gets back with the Annihilate. So I throw the Power Whip. This will definitely do a lot. So let's see whether my opponent shields this move. And my opponent doesn't shield it. Okay, doesn't shield it. So I get back in with Gligar, I imagine. And okay, he has a Dugong in the back. So yeah, nothing can be done about this. Both my Gligar and Zapdos is weak to a Dugong. Yeah, my mistake was actually like switching into Ferrothorn. My Zapdos had a better matchup over there. I should have switched into Zapdos. So this was a mistake on my side. So GG's to my opponent. So at this point, nothing can be done. So yeah, let's head on to the next battle. So in this battle we get Togedemaru lead. So this is a good lead for me. And yeah, this is a good lead for me. Let's see whether my opponent stays in. Oh yeah, my opponent does stays in. I'm not going to throw Dig immediately. I knew he's going to switch in. Okay, he's switching into yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So yeah, it's even though it's Zapdos is an electric type, it can't win against 2 shield Mandibus if they shield all the moves. So they get to Aerial Ace. And yeah, it charge up to 2 Thunderbolts. Okay, not really 2 Thunderbolts. So he's going to throw in the move, and it's an Dark Pulse. Okay, it's an Dark Pulse, and as you can see, it does a lot on me. And yeah, I throw in this Thunderbolt. So if they shield, nothing can be done about this matchup. And Okay, they do shield it. I don't get to, and we have this weird lag for some reason. Okay, we get to the drill peck and they still shield it. So this is still bad for me. I don't have any counter against Mandibus. My Ferrothorn doesn't have a thunder on it. So, and still we get this lag for some reason. We overcharge a little, and yeah, this is kind of bad for me. And I throw in the first Aerialist. Now I throw in the second one. So I don't think even the next one will be enough for it. So and I get to the third one. Yeah. So I think this, I imagine this should be enough. Hopefully this is enough. And it's not, it's barely, oh, my the Mandibus lived on with just 1 HP, and they get to throw this Dark Pulse. Yeah, this is bad for us. And they have a Shadow Gligar at the back, and they still have Togetomaru. So Togetomaru usually runs Fellstinger and Wild Charge. So I think this is going to be a Fellstinger, so I'm not going to shield it. Yeah, it is a Fellstinger. Oh yeah, good prediction. And then I'm waiting for him to throw in a Wild Charge. At this point I have to shield a Wild Charge since it's definitely going to do a lot on me. So I have to shield it. Let's see whether my opponent uses, and no, it's a Fellstinger. They baited me again. And I have to throw this double power whip. I'm definitely sure that they have two moves ready to go. I mean, another move ready to go. So yeah, I threw both of them already. So but Gligar still has a lot of energy on it, and it's a shadow as well. So I think this is GG's. Good game to my opponent. So but nothing could be done over here. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Despite Mandibus having bad matchup against Zapdos still can't win against it if they have both the shields on them. So it's kind of tricky playing Zapdos, but it's definitely satisfying. I recommend you guys to try it out. So it's definitely fun to use, and let's see whether, oh, okay, if we had got to that Aerialist. Yeah, this game had a lot of lag in it. For some reason, there was a lot of lag today. So yeah, too bad. So nothing could be done. GG's to my opponent. Good game. If you do like the video, please do subscribe to the channel. So yeah, thanks for watching.